You are.
Yes, no, that's correct. Jesus resurrected from the dead in Israel, not Ukraine.
Is America a theocracy?
Well, no, we were founded on Christian.
A 2,000-pound bomb on a hospital with women and children inside, that is the direct definition of a genocidal act. Would you agree with that?
Well, first of all, that did not happen the way you categorized
That didn't happen.
Secondly, but
That didn't
I want to
happen.
make sure.
What's your evidence to reject that? How is Israel not oppressing Palestinians, forcing women to give birth at checkpoints, forcing Palestinians to drive on separate roads? Well, there are people from other parts of Palestine that were forcibly removed from their homes and put in
No, it's
Gaza.
because their birth rate continued to go up.
No, that's not
Secondly,
true. That's not very not. Would you be in favor of demolishing that mosque?
I mean, like, I wouldn't be sad if a mosque got demolished, honestly. I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Christian. I believe in
a country that for 75 years has illegally occupied your lands, okay? I know you're laughing, but that's what the history
it's comical. It's not their land.
Okay, who was living there?
The Canaanites originally.
Yes, which are modern-day Palestinians, Muslim versus Jewish conflict.
Because it's explicitly a Muslim and Jewish conflict.
That's how misinformed you are about this issue.
Well, okay,
let's take for example, okay.
Let's
take for example, right? There's no Hamas, no October 7th. Let's call this place the West Bank.
You want to call Gaza the West Bank?
No, a place without Hamas, right? Is the West Bank. In the West Bank was the deadliest year for Palestinian children in the West Bank. No Hamas, no paragliding, no terrorism, no music festivals. What is your excuse, or what is your defense to supply the state of Israel weapons, funds to go and commit genocide?
Have broken every single violation of the Geneva Compact.
But Israel hasn't.
Honestly,
no.
Of course, at times they're going to do things that we would not support or like. That's
Palestine. What about Palestine? Well, before that, before October 7th, how many Palestinians?
How many? It depends on the context and the circumstance.
Okay.
Hold on. Do you have an example of the IDF? Yes or no? Of the IDF going out of their way to go slaughter and cut off the heads?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
To cut off the heads?
Actually, yes.
Really?
Worse than that. Worse than that.
Wow.
Much worse than that.
Tell me that claim to the international court. I'd love to see it.
There are claims actually.
You have evidence of the IDF
case, in your opinion, in the International Criminal Court is bogus. Completely.
Which case?
You don't know about the International Criminal Court case against the state of Israel right now.
I think it's complete rubbish.
Complete rubbish.
Yes.
You know more than no Jesus.
Why no Jesus?
No Jesus. We're talking about international law.
It plays into what I'm saying.
How does Jesus play into international law? Have you ever heard of the Nakba? Have you ever heard of the Nakba? 1948, when 750,000 Palestinians were expelled from their homes.
Oh, you mean
no sort of division of the Middle East? It was all united.
Do you think?
So, do you support the Sykes-Picot Agreement?
I don't know enough about it.
You don't know after World War I, when the Middle East was divided between the French and the British?
Don't know enough. I'm not going to talk about things I don't know.
Okay, I would look into the Sykes-Picot Agreement if I were you, and I would educate myself a little bit about the history of the Middle East. Okay, because
should educate the Middle East,
right. Do your own research. Do your own research and look into this, because frankly, there's a lot of things that you're not aware of. There has not been a more barbaric.
More so than say it was terroristic, though.
It was not.
It was wrong. It was immoral.
It was wrong and immoral, but not terroristic.
The threshold of terrorism is the end. My thing. Next year in Jerusalem. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. I would love to. If Israel doesn't claim you first.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
sure.